Hey, Cub fans. Thanks for joining us here in Cubs 24/7, where Randy talks Cubs. Cubs took care of the Dodgers today, 8-1, to win the third and final game of the series, and to win this series 2-1. And guys, that's really good news. That's what we were hoping for. We talked about coming into this series. I know it's early in the season, but this series with the Dodgers and who we know they are, it was really important for us to win. I think to win that series, and we did. And if we take a big overview of it, we came really close to being able to sweep that thing. That game that we lost yesterday, we just had that one bad inning, and I think we learned that we're pretty good. I think confidence level should be high. I know mine is. I just think we're going to hit, we're going to score, and I think we've got some arms that are performing well. We got some news that Tyone pitched a 52 innings in Tennessee today, got a start, so that bodes well for possibly getting Tyone back here in the short term. Merriweather went on the DL as well. He was replaced by Palencia, and Daniel ended up pitching the last 3 innings of today's game. So it's just like we got a lot of arms. Ben Brown's probably going to get, if not another start, he'll come in behind an opener in San Diego. So some of our arm depth is really starting to show itself, and our everyday lineup looks like it's going to score. We're going to slug. It looks like some of our guys who haven't been hot are looking better. I think Nico's looking better. So my confidence level is really high. It was really nice win today, and it got off to a good start. So we did have a rain delay, 2-hour and 51-minute rain delay, and that cost Shota, I think, what could have been an amazing outing. He only got to pitch 4 innings before the rain delay stopped him. Of course, almost 3 hours later, he's not coming back. So he only throws 43 pitches today, gets through 4, just gives up 2 hits, strikes out 3 guys, and he looked great. I think he looked better than he did in his first outing. So I thought Shota was great. He ends up – I wanted to make sure I told you guys what happened with the Shota and Shohei matchup. In the first inning, he struck out Shota in a 9-pitch at bat, and then he got Shota to pop up to the third baseman in the third. Just faced him twice, so he got him both times. But it was a great game. A lot of good news. Let's go ahead and talk about the lineup and get into some of the details. Ian Happ DH today, leading off. Say was in right field hitting second. Belli was in center hitting third. Morrell back at third base today hitting cleanup. Dansby at shortstop hitting fifth. Michael Busch back at first base in the 6th hole. Nico at second hitting 7th. Mike Tauchman in left field hitting 8th. Miguel Amaya catching in the 9th spot. So I wasn't surprised that Talk got a start today. He had a really good at bat yesterday, and he's been playing well. And I think we should probably look for Talk to try to get a few more looks, a few more at bats. He got a really nice double today in the 3rd inning, and he's got an on base percentage of .500. He just puts together solid ABs, and he's playing well in the field. So Tauchman has earned, I think, some at bats. I'm not sure how we get him at bats, but he certainly earned a few extra. So we scored 8. We got 3 in the first, 1 in the second, 1 in the third. We got 2 in the fourth, 1 in the sixth, and the 3 runs in the first inning were huge. Ian Happ led off the game, and he reached first on what officially they called an E3, an error on Freddie. I think they could have given Happ a base hit easily. It was hit really hard, and it handcuffed Freddie. But anyway, Happ reaches on a official E3. Christopher Morel single, line drive to left field. Dansby followed him with a walk. So bases loaded, 2 outs. Michael Busch is up. And Michael put a really good at bat together. 2 strikes on him. Two out, 2 strikes, bases loaded. And he hits a nice double to left center field gap, empties the bases, and it was just huge. And you can imagine, Michael doing that against the Dodgers had to feel really good. But, I mean, first inning, boom, we put a 3-spot on them, and we were pretty much off and running. We got another run in the second. Talk walked, big surprise. Miguel Amaya singled. Happ flew out to the center field. Talk tagged up and went to third. And then Seiya followed it up with a sac fly, scoring Mike Tauchman for the 1 run in the second. We got another one in the third inning. Nico reached on an E6. Nico hit the ball hard today, though. He only got 1 hit, but he hit the ball really well. So he hit the ball hard to Mookie Betts' right, and Mookie he didn't handle it. It was pretty hard, but they gave Mookie an error on it. Nico ends up taking second base on a wild pitch, and that brings Tauchman up with Nico on second. And Tauch hits that double off the left field wall, scoring Nico for the run in the third. We got 2 more in the fourth inning. Happ doubled. Seiya got hit by a pitch. Belli grounded out 3-1. Happ and Seiya move up, so we got second and third. Morel ends up reaching on an E5, scoring Happ. And Dansby came up, got a fielder's choice, scoring Seiya for the 2 runs. A little bit of a manufactured run. In fact, when I look at the numbers, our run totals, and then we look at the hits, and I'll go through those in a bit. But we were pretty efficient. We didn't have 15, 20 hits today in these 8 runs, so we made it count. We got our final run in the 6th inning. Cody Bellinger hit another belly bomb. Just turned on it and ripped it into the corner, just over the basket in right field. So it was really never in doubt. From that third inning, we were cruising. We scored in the first, second, third, and fourth. So we were up 8-0, and then the Dodgers end up getting 1 in the 8th inning. So let's talk about how we did as a group. We had 7 hits total, 3 walks. We struck out 8 times. We left 7 on base. We were only 2 for 11 with runners in scoring position, and which was kind of interesting. But Happ ended up going 1 for 5 with 2 runs scored. Ian is hitting .333. Seiya went 0 for 3 with an RBI and a run scored. Seiya is hitting now .286. Cody Bellinger went 1 for 4 with the home run today. So he had an RBI and a run scored. He's hitting .229. Christopher Morel went 1 for 4, and Christopher played well at third. He didn't have a lot of chances today, but he handled everything he had well. There was no issues. So Christopher had a run score and an RBI today. He's hitting .306. Dansby ends up going 0 for 2, RBI and a run scored. Dansby's hitting .310. Busch went 1 for 4, had that big 3 RBI double in the first inning. Michael is hitting .296. Nico went 1 for 4, but he hit the ball hard. Nico probably hit the ball hard 3 or 4 times for sure today, but ended up only getting 1 hit out of it. 1 for 4, he scored a run. Nico's hitting .133. But Nico made a great catch in the 7th inning. Sort of a soft line drive headed to the short center field. Nico's got to go back to his right. He's running full speed and Superman dive, and backhands this thing out of the air. Just a great play. So Nico and Tauch made some really nice plays. Dansby had a really nice play in the 3rd inning too, where he had to go in the hole, backhand it, and came up and threw the guy out. So, but Nico's glove is looking really good. I feel like he's sort of, for whatever reason, he's getting in the rhythm. But Nico had good at bat, so maybe Nico's ready to go. Tauch went 1 for 3 with RBI, run scored. Tauchman again, he's only hitting .182, but his on base percentage 500. He's walked 7 times, and he just puts good at bats together, and he's playing really good defensively. So we're probably going to see them try to figure out a way to get Tauch some playing time. I'm not sure where they're going to get it from, but it's nice to know Tauchman is playing really well. Amaya caught a great game today. He went 1 for 4. Miguel is hitting .267. So offensively, we looked really good. Now the rain delay, that 2-hour and 51-minute rain delay, caused us to not really see what Shota might have done. But let's just go through it. He pitched 4 innings, only threw 43 pitches, 32 of them were strikes. I mean, he was topping out with his 4-seamer about 94, but he was up a click out, click high out of the strike zone with that 4-seamer up. And then he was spotting it down low. the occasional split, the occasional sweep, but he just mostly did it with his four-seamer, just putting his four-seamer where he wanted to. So in the first inning, he struck out one, gave up a hit, but the hit was to Freeman, and it wasn't hit hard. So he gets out of the first inning with just 18 pitches, 12 strikes. Second inning, he gives up a hit, strikes out two, 15 pitches, 12 were strikes. Third inning, he goes 1, 2, 3. Check this out. 6 pitches, 5 were strikes. And in the fourth inning, it got better. He goes 1, 2, 3, throws 4 pitches. So he throws 10 pitches to get out of the third and the fourth. So he's at 43 pitches when the rain delay comes. So it was disappointing from that perspective that we lost seeing what Shota might be able to do and finish it out. Yancey came in, pitched the fifth inning. He struck out 2 and went 1, 2, 3. So it was nice to see Yancey Almonte get a clean inning. He did that in the fifth. Mark Leiter Jr. came in the sixth, and he gave up a triple to Ohtani. He had a strikeout. Palencia came in, pitched the 7th, 8th, and 9th. So he got 9 outs. And he gave up a run in the 8th, walk, and then a double by Ohtani to score the run. Then he goes 1, 2, 3 in the 9th. So our staff did really, really good. Our staff really pitched well this weekend against these Dodgers, and it just really bodes well for what's coming. So here's what we've got. We're leaving and headed to San Diego. We got a 3-game set with the Padres. My understanding is we're going to go Assad, and then sort of that makeshift, maybe like Luke Little opened and pitched an inning, and then Ben Brown comes in. I think we're going to see another one of those on Tuesday, and then they are going to give Kyle Hendricks another start on Wednesday. That's based on what I've heard, what I think I know. So we'll be interested to checking that out. So we got what we needed. We got the two-game series win over the Dodgers. And we are 6-3, and just we're ready to go. So these West Coast series, though, traditionally as Cub fans, we know a lot of times we go out there and it's just hard. So we've got a big road trip coming up, and we're going to be tested. We're going to find out some things. So, but for today, Cubs 8, Dodgers 1, all good. Thanks for joining me here on Cubs 24/7, where Randy talks Cubs. We'll see you soon. Go Cubs, go.